I want to welcome back Bob Kudla of the cryptocurrency trading company Trade Genius back onto my channel here. In this talk, we discuss cryptocurrency and how, just like social media, the powers that be are suppressing and censoring cryptocurrency because it goes against their globalist agendas. Check it out. Hey there, everyone. I want to welcome Bob Kudla from Trade Genius back onto the show here. How's it going, Bob?
I'm doing good, Jordan. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well, 2018 now. And I'm doing as well as I can be, of course, because there is censorship basically all across the board hitting multiple different avenues from social media, YouTube and Twitter. And you just mentioned to me there's a lot of censorship going on with cryptocurrency as well, because that's your specialty. So discuss with myself and the viewers a little bit about the censorship that you're seeing in the financial markets.
Well, I mean, like what happened to you with, in your social media world is that, the people that are in charge, I think they thought social media was a great idea until they realized that there's opposing points of view and it's not just propaganda down our throat. And now they're trying to, carve and massage the message. And, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and, when the cryptocurrency started to fall from their all-time highs in December, you had the bankers coming out really hard about, hey, this is going to zero, it's a fraud, it's a Ponzi, it's this. And you could just see the Twitter bots just trying to just pound people into that point of view. And then what really was happening is they were looking to get it actually into the cryptocurrency market, and they're using the power of the media to shape a message so they can buy things on the cheap. And that's how the banker, I would call the Wall Street, that's their theme. They want to position themselves, so they use deception, and they use their point of view to what we call it moat, managing people's expectations. And so the thing now is that they got in and now they bought the cryptos back up because I think they realized that there's a war between what's called banking assets and non-banking assets, gold, silver, miners, crypto versus Wall Street stocks and bonds and currencies. And so I'm not surprised that you're getting hammered on your side too, because they don't want the message out. They want to get in and they want to control every asset they can. But on the crypto side, they really can't censor it. And let me explain. And I think in social media, it's gonna happen to us too on a positive basis. Cryptocurrencies are what they call decentralized. That means when a transaction happens, it gets spread across many, many thousands of what they call nodes. Those are basically people or entities with servers that confirm the transaction. And because it's peer-to-peer, you and I are transacting together. We don't have to go through a bank. And a bank is what's called a censoring agent. They can deny that transaction. And you see it in YouTube. They just decide to demonetize, or they decide to drop users off. I think Cheryl Atkinson was actually doing a live broadcast and was watching her view count falling while she was actually doing the interview. And that's mathematically impossible unless there's manipulation. Well, the cryptocurrencies or the token market or the blockchain market prevents that because you don't have a centralized authority. So the good news for people in the crypto market is that once those transactions happen, you can't be censored. If I want to send you money on a Bitcoin, for things I owe you or you owe me, we could just do the transaction. I don't have to get permission from PayPal or Square or Citicorp or Federal Reserve or anybody. And eventually, you're going to see decentralized social media too. Mm-hmm. And what that means to you and to me is that we're asset creators. We have content. We're creating value in the value chain, and you get to present that out to the world then. So you don't have to go through and beg YouTube or beg Twitter or beg Facebook, is my content acceptable? You put your content out there across multiple databases, and people decide whether they find what you do is valuable or not. And so I think that's the big battle that's happening right now. I don't think they're going to win the battle, Jordan. I think I should say they're not going to win the war. They may win these battles here and there, but they're simply just going to drive people off of the centralized medium, and they're going to go drive people into these decentralized mediums. And I think at the end of the day, anybody who's useful or produces things are going to win. So that's what I was talking about in the censorship side too, is that you don't need permission in the cryptocurrency world, and you're not going to need permission in what they call the blockchain world either.
Right. I've actually seen some social media avenues that are beginning to use the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies as that advertising medium as well. What's your kind of thoughts on those? I have yet to kind of peruse into them, but
yeah, there's a couple tokens out there that do that, and also CMIT is a token that actually you put videos out there. Your audience votes on whether it's valuable or not, and you actually get paid in those tokens, which you can always convert into fiat currency if you want to. Yeah, absolutely, it's going to explode. The way it works is everything's a network effect. So the more and more people start using it, the more and more useful it's going to be, and that's what you're going to see over time. I guarantee you, in 2 years, you and I will be doing these interviews, and you're going to be presenting this information across a multiple spectrum of media outlets for people to hear what you and I have to say, and we'll be paid for it. So we'll be paid for it because people will value it. We don't have to rely on the YouTube advertisers telling us whether or not they're going to pay us ex post facto. We'll know ahead of time that what we want to do is going to be valuable and people will pay us for it. Absolutely. It's exciting times. Exciting times. A little pain now, a lot of gain later. Facebook and Twitter and Google and those guys are cutting their own throats. They just don't know it yet.
Right, they really are. And like you said, it's kind of nerve-wracking in the meantime now, but it's going to be much more free once we get onto these decentralized currencies and medias and whatnot. So that being said, somebody looking at cryptocurrency wanting to invest or invest more, they might be nervous because of this, the war on it.
I'm sorry.
Censorship. So what would you say to people who are nervous about it?
Yeah, it's an asset class like everything else. The thing that you have to realize is it is growing exponentially. So day-to-day price fluctuations need to be expected. But at the end of the day, the cryptocurrency space is only a $500 billion, what they call market cap, in an environment that's hundreds of trillions of dollars worth of assets worldwide. So it's very small, but it's growing rapidly. And more people are going to hop off what they call a centralized environment into the decentralized environment. So over time, your value of the coins that you pick will go up over time. Now, what we do, because we are traders and we've traded for a long time, is that we simply apply our trading tools, because it works the same way. Everything works on price and volume. And we have trading indicators that tell us, hey, there's a time to either buy or add to. There's a time to sell or to reduce. And so over time, we're just building our wealth, and we'll let the gyrations happen. Things go up and down in crypto markets like they do anywhere else. But we're now at a junction here where I think the downtrend that started in December is over. And you saw 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin is up 80% from where it was 2 weeks ago. When the stock market got a little bit nervous, people flooded into the cryptocurrency marketplace. And so now continued weakness in the stock market is going to drive cryptocurrencies through the roof in our view. And so what we're doing is we're just following the price and volume signals. And so we're good mentors for people that don't know or are a little nervous of their own judgment on it. We seem to be a pretty good place for people to get a sense as to how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's fantastic. And if people wanted to utilize the services of Trade Genius, how exactly would they do that? How can they get started?
Yeah, so we have a site called TradeGeniusAcademy.com, and we offer 4 or 5 different things. One is we have what's called a chat room or a trade room, where people can join a community of traders. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there's hundreds of traders in there all the time. pitching ideas or talking about what's going on in that world. Then we have trade signals that come from our trade team that say, hey, I think this is a good coin for you to buy, or hey, this coin probably is overvalued, we should probably sell it. Then we also offer training, where people just, I just need to get up to speed on this whole thing. We have 7 courses. We're always adding courses into the future, all the way from what is money, all the way through how to trade these coins. And we have software that we actually could put on to TradingView. It's an application out there on the internet, very low cost, where we actually put buy and sell signals right on there, and you can buy access to that and use that. And then finally, we have people that will use consulting or coaching from us, or you can buy the whole package. And we have some people who do that too. So that's how we do it. And then what we're going to do for you, Jordan, is for those listening on the show today, is between now and the end of the month, I think next Wednesday, whatever the price is on our store for any of those items, they can get 50% off if they use the promo code Jordan, and they're the first 15 people to sign up for the service before the end of February.
Cool.
So that's yeah, it's a really good deal. And
cool.
I think once they get in there, yeah, it's a great bargain. And I think once they're in there, and our view is that you're going to get in, you're going to like it, you're going to stay with us forever. And so it's a good investment in your people, and I think it's a great offer for them as well.
Cool. So yeah, anybody that's looking to get into cryptocurrency but definitely needs some coaching or some support with that, looks like Trade Genius has a great deal going on to help you guys out. So
sorry.
Thank you, Bob.
My dog is endorsing it.
What kind of dog?
Oh, that one's a puppy golden.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to be quiet yet. Sorry.
It's okay. Awesome, Bob. I want to thank you for coming on today, and thank you for extending that offer to the listeners out there for your services.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Totally. Let's hope all this censorship across all the mediums definitely lets up sometime soon.
Yeah, you bet. They're going to cut their own throats, so we'll win in the end.
Awesome. Take care, Bob.
Thank you.